Morning guys. Now yesterday in our maths we were adding a 3-digit number with a 1-digit number and we were looking at the ones. Now some of the questions that we were looking at involved regrouping and renaming. Now we did this because when we were adding the ones together there was more than 10. Now whenever we're adding we can't put 2 digits into the one space, so we had to regroup it into the next column, which was the tens. Now today we're going to be doing our guided practice, but we're going to be regrouping from the tens column as well. So I'm going to show you lots of different ways that you can do this. We're going to use the expanded column method, the column method, and I'm going to use the base 10 as well. So watch carefully and see if you can understand how they are regrouped and renamed whenever we've got more than 10. So we look at question number 1. It says 692 add 70. Now I know this is the expanded column method. Expanded just means bigger because it's got a lot more room in here. But I'm going to do it with the base 10 first. So the first thing I want to do is to make the bigger number because it's normally easier with the bigger number. And then I'm going to make the smaller number. So 692, I need 6 hundreds. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 9 tens. I'm going to run out of room here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm just about to say I need 2 ones. That bit's nice and easy. Just going to put them on there so you can see them. 2. And we're going to be adding 70. Now there's no ones, no hundreds, it's just 7 tens. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put these up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little bit messy just because my camera won't zoom out anymore, unfortunately. Now it's a good thing, it's a good habit to get into when we're adding or subtracting or doing any calculation, is to try and estimate or make a close guess before we work it out. So I'm going to look at this, 692 add 70. Now I know that 692, that's quite close to 700. And I know 770, I can do that quite quickly in my head, is going to be about 770. So let's work it out and see if we're right. Now when we're adding, where do we always start? We always start with the ones. Now if I look on my page, the only ones I have are the 2. So our 2 ones stay the same. So in our expanded column method, we just put the 2 in there. Then on the next row, we're going to be adding what? We're going to be adding the tens. Now we have lots and lots of tens. So let's count up how many tens we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, what is 16 tens? Now remember, we're not going to write the 1 and the 6 there because we're working with 10. So it starts here and 16 goes like that, and then we put a placeholder where the ones are. Now remember, we can't write 16 in one space. So what actually happened to that 10 from the 16? It turned into 100. Why has that happened? If we look at the 100 square and we line them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They fit perfectly together. So what we can do is we can regroup 10 tens into another 100. And that's where this 100 has came from. Now the final step, we've added our ones, we've added our tens, now we need to add our hundreds. So we'll take this one away for a minute. How many hundreds did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we knew that from the calculation because 6 add nothing is still 6. But we need to put in our placeholders as well. Now we've added the ones, tens and the hundreds, in the expanded column method, the last thing to do is to add them all together. So 2 add 0 is still going to be 2. 6 add 0 is going to be 6. And 1 add 6 is going to be, easy peasy, 7. So I estimated that it was going to be about 770, and you can tell that we were really actually quite close. Now let's see how we would do that if we were using the normal column method. So with the normal column method, we still always start with the ones. So 2 add 0 makes 2. 9 add 7, we know that's 16, but we can't write 1 and 6 both in here. So which number do we write in here and which number do we regroup? Now we write the 6 in here, and we regroup 10 of the tens into 100. Now 6 add nothing makes 6, but we have to remember that one we regrouped, which makes it into 7. Fantastic. Now let's try it again without the base 10. So 2 add 0, we're doing the expanded column method. So 2 add 0, we're adding the ones first, is 2. 90 add 60, because remember these digits are in the tens column, so they mean 10. So that's 90 add 60. 9 and 6 makes 15, but it's in the tens column, so it's 150. Then finally, we add the hundreds. 700 add no hundreds, stays as 700. Now, the last step is we have to add them all together. So 2 add 0 is still 2. Nothing adds 5 is 5, add nothing is 5. Nothing adds 1 is 1, add 7. So 7 and 1 makes 8. Fantastic. Let's look at what that would look like as a normal column method. There, that's a bit more focused. So 2 add 0, remember we're still starting with the ones, 2 add 0 is 2. 9 add 6, or 90 add 60 is 15. So we keep the 5 and we're regrouping the 10 tens into 100. So 7 add the 1 makes 8. Now be very careful that you don't get the 6 and the 1 when you're regrouping mixed up. Okay, use your base 10 to help you if you need to, and physically change 10 of your tens into one group of hundreds. Now the last question, we're going to use, we're going to split them using number bonds. So it says add 297 and 60. So like I said, the best thing to do, I forgot to do it with this question, is to estimate first. So 297 is really, really close to 300. So 360 is going to be about 360. So I'm just going to write this number here. That's my estimate. Okay, just so I can check at the end to see if I was close. Now, because we're so close, what we can do is we can round this number up to 300 by taking some from the 60. So to make this 300, how many would I have to take from the 60? I'd have to take 3. So that 3 and that 297 will make 300. How many would that leave here then? So how many would we leave? If we took 3 away from 60, we would be left with 57. So this can be a little bit easier to work out if we add 300, add 57. Because we know there's no tens and no ones. These are going to stay the same. And there's no hundreds on this number. So that's going to stay the same. So our answer is 357. Our estimate was 360. So you can see how close that actually was. Now make sure whenever you're working out your questions today that you try to do an estimate before and you read through your answer after to think, does this answer make sense? Is this right? Especially because it is quite easy to get confused with your regrouping. Just do a little estimate in your head. What is this number close to? And what should the answer roughly be? Alright? Then check over the answers. Make sure you're checking the answers at the end I think some people are doing their work and not marking them, which is a bit pointless, because you need to see if you get them right or wrong. So you can fix them, or you can give yourself a massive pat on the back if you get them right. If you need a little bit of help, especially with the number bonds, you can just send me a message and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Okay?